Good morning. Happy Sunday. I had a whole another thing to talk to you about, but this morning as I was waking up, I something came to me, and so I'm gonna wing it. Usually I like think these things through, but this morning I'm just gonna talk to you. We have in my church a pattern of wearing skirts to church. Like probably 99% of the women wear skirts. And, we do it because it makes Sunday special, it sets it apart, it shows our honor and what have you. I don't know that that's doctrine. It's just what people do. It's more just a habit that everyone has. Well, when I was, the first Sunday that I came to an LDS church, I was in a very nice pantsuit. I was working in the corporate world and I was a leader, and I had a nice pantsuit that I wore to church that Sunday. And a very older, concerned woman came up to me and told me that that was inappropriate, and that in this church we wore dresses and I shouldn't come back in a pair of pants. So, by then I had done quite a bit of personal growth, and it didn't offend me the way that it might have someone else. Fast forward a few years, and one of my two youngest sons were in our youth group, and one of the wonderful little girls, they were teenagers at this time, was taller than everybody else. She was just a tall girl. And it's difficult to find clothes for, if your child isn't in that exactly right range. And difficult anyway to find modest clothes for girls right now. And a very dear woman who I loved went up to this young girl who was already self-conscious because she looked different than the other kids, and told her that her skirt was too short and she needed to go home and change it. Now, that young girl did not have a lot of personal growth behind her, and it crushed her. And luckily she had a mom who was amazing and helped her through it. But this wonderful woman who thought she was just correcting something, being nice, really hurt somebody. So my lesson today with those stories is really about two things. One is, be careful what you say. There are times that it is appropriate to, say something to encourage someone, to make sure that they know what is correct in a situation. There's times for that, but it's not when you don't know the background. We have a Sunday every month where we fast, and just 2 meals. But one Sunday I was getting a drink of water, and I have something that I need to, every once in a while, have water or have something liquid, right? And someone passed me and made a terrible comment about the fact that I was drinking water. That's not an appropriate time. When I get in front of my Maker, I do not want him to hold up a list of the people that I offended so badly that they turned away from him. So be careful and be kind in the things that you say to people. And is it necessary, really? The other part of that is there are people out there having bad days and whatever, and they may say something that hurts your feelings or offends you. But it's your choice how you react to that. And that is one of the reasons that we teach so hard on knowing your values and knowing what you stand for. Because if somebody says something to me, I tell the kids that I teach, you can't offend me. You cannot make me cry because I know who I am. You can tell me you're fat. Okay, yeah, I am. So that's not who I am. My head is on straight. And so that is what I want you to do, is be able to react to those times when people say something inappropriate in a way that is kind of turns it back to loving on them. You might ask, are you okay? Somebody comes at you and you know, angry, and you're like, what the heck, right? Instead of going back on them hard, you might ask, are you okay? Because something made them that way, right? And it's not about you, it's about them. So that's my call to action for you this week, is to go out there and make sure that you're loving on people, not turning them away. And make sure that when people are having a bad day and saying things that maybe they don't need to, you don't take it internally. You get to choose how you react. Make sure that you react in love too. So go out this week, you know what I'm gonna say, make some good ripples and live on purpose. And I'll see you tomorrow.